Hello, plannerets. How are you? I feel like I'm running late. I know I'm not, but it's because I slept in that extra half hour. And so I normally wake up, you ready? 4:30 a.m. I am here in Sydney, Australia, and it is now 5:30 a.m. ready to plan the new week of September the 16th to the 22nd. Is that right? Is that right? And so I am ready for you. Are you good? Are you well? I hope you are. Hello, Elle. Nice to see you. Steph is here in the house. Hello, May. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, look, we're going to get started. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail. So that's the picture that pops up before, I go on live. And it's about how I've been feeling a little bit off this month. Now, I do know historically, based on the years that I've been bullet journaling, digital planning, and planning on paper, that around about this time of the year, I feel like if I was to measure my mood or track my mood during September, it does dip. There's no family birthdays or occasions, so nothing to plan for. So I am aware, and this is where your planner can actually come in. And if you've been doing it enough and tracking, whether it's your habits, your mood, your sleep, anything else that you do track, you will see progress. You will see patterns. And so for me, I do know that I do get a little bit, my mood, my emotions, my energy is a bit lackluster. So, from one of the ways to do for me to pick my mood up is to change things up a bit, and that is the theme of today's plan with me for the new week. Is I am going to be trying a new setup. Well, I've been using it since 4th of September, but I'm going to plan it along with you here live because I'm not too sure how I'm actually going to do it. So you might see a few mistakes, but that's okay. It's about progress, not perfection. Isn't that right? Hello, Anna. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're going to get started. Now, I did the other thing that I was trying to do over the weekend, which frustrated me a lot, was fixing my lighting. The light bulb went off, it just died. And then so I had a replacement, but the warmth of the light, they call it Kelvin. Did you know this? The measurement of the warmth of the light is measured in Kelvin. So, blue light versus warm light versus daylight, what normally daylight would look like. So, it's a little bit warmer, it's a little bit brighter because it's new. And so, I feel like I'm overexposed, but we're going to deal with that another time because we need to get on with the show. Okay. So, let me show you my desk, and you'll see something different with my desk as well. Is I put a new, this is a background, so I just put it on top of my desk, just something different. So there again, that's the other different thing. So I don't know if it's too dark. Let me see if I can play around with the lighting a bit. That might be a little bit better, but we're going to go along with it. Okay, so bear with me. If there is anything, any feedback, of course, that you have for me, both positive and constructive, I would love it because, of course, this is your show as well. Yes, and I want to make sure that you are enjoying it as much as I am. Where did my little Marianne, little title go at the top there? Let's see if I can pop her back on. There am I. There's my label. All right. So, okay. So we have a hybrid of different things here. And this is a Hobonichi cover. Let me see. Hobonichi cover in A6 or original size. So this is the black and white checkered. I normally have a plastic cover over it, but that's being used by something else. To have it closed, this is a little page keeper that comes. You buy this separately. You pop it in the back, and you can keep the book closed that way. Because normally you would put a Hobonichi planner in here, and that can get quite thick and chunky. And so this is a great way to have it closed. Or if you do have one of these covers, the other way you can close it is, see these two little loops. You go and put your pen through the top and then put your pen through the bottom, and then that's how you would keep it close, especially if you're traveling. So isn't that fantastic? Because I know the Hobonichi just released all of their new products and merchandise, and so if you did buy one and then you go, oh, how can I keep it close? If you don't have a page keeper, you can also use the little loops to help keep it close like that. See, there you go. Okay, so let us now see what's inside. So inside here in the pockets, I just have these little tab cards. I'm just making sure. Yeah, it looks all right. It's not too dark, is it? Let me know if it feels too dark. And then I just created this little booklet of weather stickers. These are from Square Lime Designs. And so just keep that on there. Now, the notebook itself, these are from Muji. So I bought the Muji is a Japanese stationery and homeware and clothing store. So they are international. So do check if there is a Muji near you. I don't think they have an online presence, so it's not a lot on, not all their merchandise. But this, in my part of my walk, my self-care, I walk myself to the stationery store, and I shouldn't really be buying all the time, but okay, I did. So these are here in Australia, $8.75 Australian. So the actual lined paper, there is a light vertical line. So it actually, instead of lined, it is grid paper, but the vertical lines are very, very faint. Can it be seen? Can you see? So then it's great because then I'm going to use that grid vertical lines to guide me make my lines. Okay, so I did buy two. So then the way I pop it in, I put the front cover of one and slipped it there, and then the other cover at the back. And the back, I've just got some post-it notes and note flags. So let me see what the people of the world are saying. Steph says she's been having a hard week, and I just had to say that it's so refreshing and great to see you all on the live stream. Yay! And I'm so grateful that Mariane has a space for us to connect. Yes, it is important that we just have, like-minded people that don't mind playing around with planners and stickers. And so I'm so happy that you are here. Steph says to wake up and show up each week so early to create that space is so caring and amazing. Yes, because of course a majority of you are in the US time zone, and I'm here in Sydney, Australia, and on a Monday, your Sunday, most of you who are in the US do have, of course, people all over the world, and we are in different time zones. But Monday here, so normally it is a school day, so I have to try and finish up by 6:30 because that's when the kitchen's going, the breakfast and the coffee and the noise. So and I am up anyway around this time, so it's not too bad. Yes, big hug to you, Steph, for sure. Oh, that's beautiful. My lovely plannerettes supporting each other. Okay. So and then of course with the cover, it does come with the two little string to page markers, and so they do come in this. One is a little triangular, and the other one, so you can, if you want to keep one for your weeks, that will hold it, and then if you want to do a bookmark for your daily, that is there as well. Okay, so let us get started. I'm going to show you later once I've done the new week setup how I've been using it. So I was inspired by Creations by Monya on Instagram. I'll pop her handle at the bottom once I've finished. So she uses a spiral notebook, just a plain old spiral line notebook with, the wires. And so it's plain like this, nothing else. It's not dated. I'm thinking, is that too dark, everyone? Let me know. Hello, Lauren. I see you pop in. I'm going to see if this is too dark. It feels like I'm seeing quite dark. Let me see. I think that's a bit better. Okay, that's a bit better. So I'm trying to navigate the light on me and the light on the desk, and a lot of it is just, put together at the last minute type thing. So this is what you do. You get scrappy. That's what the terminology they call it on the content creation world get scrappy. So do let me know if it's all okay that it's not too dark, but we will have to do with it, or else I may break something. Okay, so I just have a blank line page. So the way I'm going to set my new week is I'm going to have this as a weekly spread, and then this one might be my running to-do list. So the way I'm going to set it up is very similar to how the Hobonichi weeks, you know how they have the horizontal days of the week on here. So if you do have a blank piece of paper, I think each day is three spaces. If you do have a blank piece of paper, um, and it's lined, you can do this yourself. So if you're trying to figure out, especially for the new year, which planner, because they all have come out, but sometimes what I have discovered is some layouts are just, it's not for me. It's not the way my eyes work, as in aesthetically pleasing. I have the camera set a little bit further back so I can't see. So at the moment I'm just going to use a mechanical pencil to line up my horizontal, one, two, three, horizontal lines. Now you might say, Marianne, why are you even bothering doing all these lines? Right? Because you have planner inserts. Okay, so yes, I do have planner inserts, but sometimes when you are feeling a little bit stuck or a little bit overwhelmed, it is great to change things up a bit. So it's important that you use your planner in the best way possible. So if you find that you're not using your planner and then you're flipping through the pages, it's empty, it's, you haven't, yes, you may plan your week, but then don't touch it and don't go back and refer to it, then you need to change things up, because this is part of creating habits and routines. So I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why it's important to do so if you are feeling that the current planner setup, planner page is not working for you. Now, granted, I do know not everyone can afford to buy new planners every time they feel overwhelmed. So sometimes just grab any plain notebook, a $2 spiral notebook, and just, plan your day that way without any structure, just to shake things up a bit. So if you do have any questions, um, uh, if you do have any questions for me regarding, let me know in the chat. If you want to find out how I use things, please let me know, because engagement is really important in a live chat. Because if not, I might as well just be recording and popping it on. But I do love seeing how you guys think about these things. So while I get all these sorted ready, so I've lined up my page very faint. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 7 days of the week. I have also lined up as you can see here, there's the little vertical line. So just sort of three grids, and then just for me to add the initial of the day and the date as well. Stephanie says, I think the lighting looks fine from my end. Oh, thank you. I'm having that issue right now. Need to change things up. There you go. And sometimes it's just a split. This is where that Creations by Monya. So she's on Instagram. And then I also saw Katie K Plans also follow the same suit, where you just grab a notebook, you can chuck it in your bag and then pop, you don't have to have a pretty cover, but you can just throw it in your bag. If it's got a pen loop, pop your pen, you loop your pen on the cover like that. Yes, as lovers of planners and stationery, it is a great thing that we are able to afford, the different beautiful planners out there and be able to set up. But sometimes if that is not working, it's important for you to change things up. Now, I did do a poll earlier that says, how often do you change up your planner layout? And 78% of you say, only when I'm feeling bored. Yeah, and that's me too. I'm feeling bored. I'm feeling bored, overwhelmed, feeling stuck in a rut. Okay, so it seems like we are all on the same page, that we like to change things up, and change is what? As good as a holiday. Okay, so right, so I'm going to grab my Pentel. Is this Pentel? Yes, Pentel sign brush pens. So now be careful. because if you want to start doing brush hand lettering, there is pencil markers similar. Oh, hang on. Oh my goodness, the cold weather in the morning sometimes gets my throat. Oh, it's still all tight and not warmed up. So, if you are going to want to start doing brush hand lettering, so see how this tiny little brush on there. Now, there are also similar markers, the Pentel range, that is not soft tip. The brush isn't soft, so it's not actually quite good for brush lettering. So, I don't know if you can see, so the brush sign pen, see how there's little tiny sparkles on the lid and on the barrel? Let's see if there's another one that so do you see how the tiny little sparkles? Those are the sign brush touch pens. And so they're the ones that will allow you to create that thick stroke and the thin stroke. But for today, I'm just going to be using it for color because it is such a tiny space. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to. So let me just see if I can zoom in further. I think that's the furthest. So I'm going to see if I can talk and write at the same time. So let me see. I'm going to have Monday. Maybe I'll do different color. Do I want the same? 16, yeah. So later I will go back in with a black pen and then go over those lines so then I can see it a little bit clearer. So like I said, this sort of layout is very Hobonichi week style, where you've got the horizontal layout. And so normally what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put my talking and writing at the same time. Cannot do it, cannot multitask. The events that are coming up and then the top priority, and then the rest the rest of the pages, that's where I'm going to write my to-do list and all my daily habits. So I think sometimes what I find is when I have used the same layout over and over again, it becomes stale, it becomes a little bit bored. So if you can't change up. Like I said, I am in a fortunate position that I do have different planner covers because I used to be, a Filofax ambassador, so I can easily change the cover. But, you don't have to have different covers all the time. You can just have different layouts. So if you have a ring planner or a disc bound planner or just a plain notebook that you can print, even, if you have any of my printable download, you can print it and just slide it out in the between your wrist ring and disc planner, or cut it up and glue it to the page. I've seen people do that where they just glued the planner printable on normal notebook. Okay, so you don't have to buy all the fancy stuff because it does get to be a bit expensive. And what happens as well, you get caught up in the hype. So I'm very, very mindful not to buy new planners for the new year because I fell into that trap last year thinking, yes, I'm going to be doing Hobonichi for all of 2024. And I think I gave up by February. I changed things up again. So just be mindful. Okay, so one of the reasons why it's important to change things up when you are feeling a little bit like you're stuck in a rut is this actually will help avoid burning out. Why? Because it keeps things fresh. One of the things that keeps, leads to burnout is your energy level is lower because you've been doing it over and over again. So I'm just pop that back here, September 16. Okay, so very simple. Or sometimes, how sometimes when you are boxed on 22nd. We saved it. We saved it, people. Sometimes when you are boxed in on dated planners, or, if you only have one page to a day, or you have 2 pages and you don't need all of it, you just go, it's looking empty, or I don't have enough space. So being able to create your own setup like this You can have it vertical, you can have it horizontal, you can have it messy, you can have it neat, you can have it with washi tapes, no washi tapes, you can have it minimal and just use your black pen. It helps you avoid burning out, because the reason why is, if you're using the same setup month after month after the month, it can get a bit boring, right? And this is can get stressful to look at, especially if you're not, if you're not ticking those to-do list that you said you wanted to do. So that's one way, one of the reasons why you want to maybe change things up a bit. And switching things up, it brings back the excitement. You go, ooh, how am I going to work around a smaller space or a bigger space? Ooh, I've got some space to actually put some washi tapes in. Okay, so it brings that excitement back, and it just makes planning feel like a little bit more creative, because I wonder how I'm going to set this up today. So see, it's new and it's fresh. So let me know. I think Steph said that she has felt a planner burnout. So let me know who else is feeling a little bit planner burnout. This September, especially. If you did buy new planners, you may not be able to use it until 2025, and so you're feeling a little bit stuck. So Steph says, I'm having that issue right now. Need to change things up. Steph says, how do you figure out what style you want to use? Do you have different templates already, or do you do research? So Steph, with this one, it's just really, first of all, other layouts I've seen. So, and you can just go and divide, your page. If it's a spread like this, you go, okay, what's the space? Divide that by 7. Okay, looks like that's 7. Okay, you might want to do let's see if I can show. I don't want to show yet all the way I've been using it, because that could be a little surprise, right? So let's just say you want to do a 2-page spread, weekly layout. So you measure it and you go 7. All right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and maybe a side for notes. And then you go, you know what? I don't like horizontal layout, because it's too narrow for me. So or I might do vertical. Try it one week, and then midweek, if you go, oh, that's not working, you can always turn the page of a blank notebook. You can go, and then I don't know if you've ever seen, sometimes I'll start a week, midway Thursday, because it's like, oh, that's not looking good. So what I'll do is, if a setup, let me see if I can do this in real time. The setup, right? Grab yourself a paper clip. There's a page you don't like. Yes, you won't see it. It's gone. Well, it's not gone, it's there. Okay, so that's one way, is just experiment, because not only are you going to work out, does your eye, right? Because we're visual people, your eye, do you like it that way? Do you like it vertical, horizontal, 1 page at a time, 2 pages? And then the great thing is, with something like this that is not dated and you're not boxed in, is you can have half one day and just use half a page. You might have one day where you use 3 pages, right? So just experiment. And then if you don't like a layout, you know what you do? Or you don't know what layout? Washi tapes. Washi tapes make everything pretty. Stickers, little what do you call this, the masking tape stickers. Pop on some little pretty pictures, or just go and print out tiny little pictures, and just print a whole bunch of them, and then just cut them out and glue them. How's that? Okay, so you can do it that way. So yeah, I experiment, I have a look at other planners set up, but really a lot of it depends, of course, as well, on your the size of the page that you have. So May says, you wouldn't believe how many planners I've set up this year. So I just keep rotating through whatever feels right at the time. Just have to make sure I don't lose info is all. Yeah. So sometimes some of them you're going to go, oh, where did I put that? So you might want to keep which is what I'm going to do, is maybe just have 1 page or a post-it note that I can move it from, page to page. So May says, Steph, discovered that when I'm overwhelmed, I get more minimal and simple. Yeah, that's what's happening with Marianne. Minimal and simple. And if I don't continue the rest of my, weeks and months in this planner, I'm okay with it. You have to be okay. Don't be swayed by the planner that you bought because you feel like, oh, I have to finish it. Okay. It's the same way that if you start a book that you don't like, I've learned that if I start a book I don't like, I don't finish it. If I watch a movie I don't like, I don't finish it. My time is precious enough as it is, and very, not a lot, as in like, I don't want to waste it on things that it's not working. So make sure it works well for you. So all right. Oh, hello, Victoria. How are you? I just want to say hello to you. I love to customize my planners every month. I love to be creative. I find planning and journaling can help me be more free, or I guess happier in my everyday life besides my faith. Because remember, this is part of our self-care. So I'm glad you brought that up, Victoria, because lining the pages up, yes, it might take time, but that is being mindful. So if you ever wanted to go, everyone's talking about being mindful. What's this mindful practice? It's about being in the present moment, not worrying about the past or the future. You're concentrating, lining up, making sure the ruler is lined up nice and straight, picking out the best, what pens and markers to use. And you might want to also listen to music that you enjoy. Sometimes I just like using instrumental music in the background while I'm listening. Or if you want, maybe this may not be as, I can't think of the word, brain fog. Might watch something while you're planning your day, as long as you are not being distracted too much, that you can concentrate on the page. So start with just a to-do of top items or something. Keep this simple. I'm going to show you how I'm going to, and the other one is that is awesome to hear. I saw some people using planners to help with faith study as well, reading for the week and quotes to reflect on. Yes, because so this is also, for those that do Bible readings in their morning, not only is it faith-based, but that is a great part of mental well-being, is that you are looking after yourself by taking the time off. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, on the right hand side of the page, is I'm going to do my running to-do list. So I also do have a printable of it. So if you it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And remember, you're just setting this up at the beginning of the week. So you don't have to do this each and every day if you did want to try this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 more columns, Saturday and Sunday. So here I'm going to create my running to-do list. So this is based on the Alistair method, where you just brainstorm all your tasks for the week. And I'm going to keep mine nice and simple on one page because I don't want to go and give myself too many tasks. Is that right? I think I went over. And I don't have my eraser. Where is my eraser, people? I'm going to use the eraser this. I wanted to keep the top bit. See, that's why pencil is really good to use, because if you are planning on the fly and you don't sort of know what you haven't worked out all the I'm going to put, what color do I want? I want this color, these two colors. To do, I'm going to do it backwards. To do, because in the middle I'm going to put a washi tape in the middle. To do. Okay, to do. And then I'm going to use pencil for the moment. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm going to have this one. I'll do another column here because that's where I'm going to put my check marker. And I'll put here tasks. All right, I'm going to do this in pen so you can see a little bit. So let's say, okay, I'm just going to snag. Actually, I'm going to use my Pentel Energel because then I can, sorry, my Pilot Friction, so I can erase it. So I'm just, let's say, okay, 5:30 a.m. YouTube live. And then I have to do a workout today. And then I'm going to book the doctor. And then I have to prepare my class. Okay, so this is you're just brainstorming all the different things you got to do for the week. Try and keep it to the one page. So this is what my printable looks like in. Okay, so this is the printable download. So you just write all your to-dos, appointments, events, habits, routine for the week. Brainstorm. Doesn't have to be in any chronological order, because what you're going to do is you're going to assign the days of the week. So of course, here's first off Monday. So I'm going to put a little dot on Monday. Okay. And then workout, I'm going to try and do that every single day, maybe have 2 days off. Okay. Let's say 5 days. So then I'm marking down book a doctor. So let's say on Friday, I need to call the doctor, prepare my slides. So I have a class on Friday. So I'll do that, make sure I review that on Wednesday. So then what happens with this running to-do list is you get to see, it's like, okay, let's say you have, a lot already on Monday. You've made some marks on, you've assigned tasks for Tuesday. Okay. And then you go, oh, I can't assign that because I have too many things on Monday already, or too many things on Saturday. So a running to-do list helps you prioritize the tasks of the week. All right. So then I might make that a little bit pretty by using a washi not washi. I keep saying washi. I have washi in the brain today. Okay. So just to then differentiate and of course add color to the page, I'm just going to highlight the columns every second one. So Monday, Wednesday. Okay, so then you can pick a nice color. So keep the color a little bit lighter, so then that way it's not too stark on the page. And so then let's have a look. Let's see if I can put, why is this like this? It's stuck. Why is I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm going to put that aside because I know I'm going to go and let's see what washi tape. Does that fit? That fits. Okay. So see, even this, even to your question earlier, Steph, is how do you know what's set up? That's the fun part of it, is discovering what layout will work nicely for you. Okay, it looks like I may not, it may be too, oh poop, it may be too big. All right, we're going to use a thin washi. Okay. And then add that to the top to add some color to the top. And then you can add some stickers. So whatever stickers you have, let's see, what stickers do I have? So this is when you can experiment, because remember, if you are feeling a little bit burnt out and you are, feeling stuck, this is part of the excitement. This can get you out of the rut itself, because then you go, okay, I tried that. I'm going to go back to how it was before. So you just add stickers. This one is Band-Aid. Can you see that Band-Aid? I'll see if I can find it in Amazon. I bought it in an online store here in Australia, so I don't know if you can find it near you, but I'll see if I can find something similar. So then it's just individual plant stickers. And then this is when you just go and play around. Okay, so then that's pretty much how I have these spreads set out. So let me quickly take this off so you can see. So I have my weekly spread on a I always get my horizontal and vertical. My horizontals set up, so I'll darken those lines. And then what I'll do, now I'm just using every type of marker and pens I have because I can, right? So what I'll do is I'll pop a little note there, and I'll put, let's say here, I mean, I'm already here, but 5:30 a.m. And see, this is where I'm not as fond of the, what do you call it, horizontal, because I like to have everything more vertical. So I'm going to divide that page in half. So see how I've done so then I'll write it here, and then I'll start the other task. 5:30 a.m. YouTube live. Okay, and then I'm going to write down all the known tasks and event. I'm going to brainstorm all of my running to-do list for the week, and then that way, and then I'm going to, maybe I'll use a different colored pen to make it pop. So let's have a look. Where were we? Just want to go back to this one. May, Steph says to May, I'm listening and reading your responses. A light bulb went off. I usually use a daily planner and a monthly planner to help me schedule out, beginning to think of just doing minimal. See, just sometimes you might go back again to the, so you can change it up. It doesn't have to be the same all the time. Let's have a look. Minimal, and this was a good start with just a to-do of top items or something. Keep it simple. See, like if, for example, I just keep it at that, and I know I won't because I'm in the habit now of writing everything down. Then I can then turn the page and then just write, and expand on the tasks that I need to do. Where are so cute? Thank you, Victoria. May says that's a good point, Victoria. Yeah, be creative. And May then says, when the going gets tough, I've also noticed that I journal and reflect more with softer, prettier stickers if I have them. Me too. In my journal, I find that when it is a little bit tougher, my passages are longer. If I'm having a good day, the passages are shorter. So this was a good day. See how it just took that day? And then this was yesterday, a bit of a tough day. So look, another good day. So I can spot when I'm having good days and when it's, okay, this one went over the second page. Now, granted, I am writing very small, and I did it for that purpose because the writing small is actually something I enjoy, keeping it tiny and using different colored pens. But I am the same, May. I've noticed that if I am struggling a little bit, when it comes to journal passages, it's longer, and when I'm happier, it's a little bit shorter. So I love that you saw that own pattern yourself. Yes, May, I love stickers. I'm getting into scrapbooking. Yeah. I want to get into that too, but I shouldn't. Not a limiting belief. I'm not wording it. I don't want to word that I can't. It's just that I want it already to be aesthetically pleasing of those who have been scrapbooking for years. Like they know exactly where to place different things. All right, so that's my spread for the week with the weekly spread. Now, so how am I going to do my daily? Daily, even simpler. So then I just divide the page in half. And I think one of my plannerettes in my plannerettes community inspired me to take out my stamps, my collection of stamps. I don't have a lot, but all these things I'll pop in the description after where I got it. So you can have a little clear stamp book, BGM. So this is BGM collection. So you've got the little sleeve. You can put the stamps in. See the different stamps, and then at the back it's got the pocket where you can put in your block, and then that just closes up, and then I've got some other stamps in there. So I dug out, I think this one I will show you which. So this is BGM collection. Okay, so let's have a look. What was this one from? I'm trying to see which one this was from. I know it's from one of something, maybe. Okay. So this is the collection. I think this is the books and reading. Okay, so you got little ones there, envelopes, and then little flowers, pot of pens. In it, there's this little bunting. Okay, so the bunting, and it's got the 3 spaces, which is, guess what? Just perfect for the 3 initials of the days of the week. And then I've got these little finger stamp thingy, see? Little dabbers. You've got red, blue, and yellow. So all of these are in my Amazon storefront in different grouping, but I will try and pop them individually in the description once I finish the live stream. Is that even? I don't think I have much of the black ink left. So let me just press that a little bit more. I need to, because then you can fill that up with ink too. Okay. Yeah, I've just run out of the black. All right, so I've just stamped that. So a little stamp block that you pop it on. Make sure that it's flat. Let me remove that paper clip so it's out of the way. And then you just line it up. I'm just going to tilt it so I can see it better. And then you just press down. Okay, and there you go. You've got nice little bunting. Grab your marker or a pen. Oh, I was about to put my Sunday. M-O-N. Okay, Monday. And then what is the date today? The 16th. And I'm just going to put of the 9th. Boop. Okay. And then I will just write down all my to-dos for the day. So I'm going to use, so these are .E. So see how it's got the square sponge? So these are quite pigmented, and because this paper is, I think probably only an 80 GSM, it does bleed through and ghost on the other side. Can you see? There it is, but I'm okay with that. See, when you're keeping things simple, it's okay. So let me just put again, 5:30 a.m. YouTube live. So then once I finish, I can cross that off. And then I'm going to put my meditation, my mood log. I'm going to journal. I'm going to learn something. I'm going to check my planner and then do my AM skincare. So here's the thing. Because I am trying to keep everything, majority of my tasks and to-do list on the one planner, because why? Because I'm trying to keep it simple, avoid myself from being burnt out. I'm going to write all the things, my daily routine. And again, this is part of changing things up. So you might go, Marianne, writing it over and over and over again. This is for me the self-care that I need, that to write it. And of course, it reminds me when I'm feeling overwhelmed, what is it that I need to do next? It keeps it on top of mind. So it's, what's the other one? Check planner. And then my AM skincare. Okay. So that's one of the things that we can do. The other thing as well, changing things up, is it helps reignite interest in your planning routine. And this is me. It's reigniting it, because before, yes, I do have my planner printable, and it's great for when everything's ticking and ticking along. So this is it, as you can see here, right? So I didn't write my mood log. It's because I was feeling a little bit stuck. It's like I've done that. What's this now? 3 years. I mean, I change things up. Sometimes I'll change the layout. Sometimes I use a different planner. But it helps reignite your love for planning again by changing things up. So it's not that this is not working. For the season that I'm in at the moment, for the mood, and who knows what's going on in my with my hormones and my emotions and everything else. changing things up will help you I got my planner Hobonichi cover out of the shelf, and then I put a planner that's totally different, and just put two in one to give it that chunky look. So this is empty, it's just there, so then it helps prop up when this notebook is open, because I'm starting it. It helps keep it nice and flat and even when I have it open, right? So it helps reignite your interest in planning, so which is really important, because you know you feel repetitive. You're doing the same thing over and over again. It's like as if you're eating the same meal each night, each night of the week, right? You want to change things up. And so changing up your planner or your layout is one way to just bring that spark again, bring that enjoyment, something to look forward to, instead of it being a chore. Oh, I've got a plan for the new week. It now becomes exciting and fun. It's like, oh, I wonder what washi tapes and stickers I can use. I wonder what stamps I can use. The other thing you can use as well is, let me see if I can find it. I may not be able to find it. No, I don't know. Like stencils, those letter stencils that the young kids have, and you just, do the stencil, or stamps. So really a great way is, it helps you reignite just your passion back for it. Because if you're feeling like your planners are being untouched, then something needs to happen. Because if you're not planning it and you're not putting it down on paper, you'll forget about it. That can then exasperate the overwhelm and the stress and disorganization, and then feeling like you're being buried by all your to-do tasks. And also a great way, by having a new layout, is, I'm just have your to-do list for the week, and your events and tasks and bills to pay, one page, and then you can just turn the page and start a new page. Okay, the other one that I want to put on here, where is it? Let's go have a look. To pretty things up. So this is another so this is a workout sticker. I think this is from this one. So all of these, I'm not too sure where I got it, because it was back in 2016. So have a look. If there are particular stamps that you like, just type in search, workout stamps, uh, reading stamps. So let's see if I can do this without looking over. I think that's that way. So I need to do a workout today. Okay, look at that. How's that? And then my little dot marker. Oh, I use a different color dot marker. You see, with my all the different. That's okay. Okay, so that works out. What else? And then that's when you can add your washi tape, because I have divided the page up into two. Right, I can just put the washi tape there. I can put a nice little quote. Do I have any pretty stickers? Yes. Oh, look. So this one again, this is a Band-Aid. Band-Aid. Can you see? Band-Aid. Okay, so these are again individual stickers that you can just put in the corner of your page. And then let's pop that there. And then, they don't have to make sense, your stickers, if you're like me, where it's like, hey, that's a summer theme and that's a winter theme, or that's a fall theme. Why are you mixing it up? It's your planner. You can make whatever rules you like. And there we go. So that's how I would on here, I would keep putting all the tasks and to do for the rest of the day. Okay, so, and then by having things new, you can play around with aesthetics, and you can see like I said earlier, Steph, what layouts you like, what layouts you don't like. And this helps you enjoy planning again, if and when you are stuck in that moment. So let me know in the chat, is there any habits or routines that you are tracking? So for me, every morning I'm going to put in my morning routine. So let me show you how I started this. So actually, no, I started on the 5th of September. So then I added stickers. See how I was just really noting down. I was just, I think I wrote something here and I covered it with the washi tape. And then First I did just the day, the day, and I went, oh, I got to know what date or day that is. So I put the Thursday there, and then if there are any pages that's blank, I just use my highlighter and create little notes. See, it's empty, but it's all right. It's okay that it's empty like that. Okay. It's Friday. So see how I've just divided the columns, because again, my brain works better when it's columns. Okay. And then I used a stencil to create a little quote box. In order to build trust, we have to make ourselves vulnerable. There you go. And boy, I'm being vulnerable at the moment, because I'm there going, I'm thinking, Marianne, you have planner printables. Why aren't you using them? I get bored with my own planner printables too. And that's the thing. I was thinking, if I don't use my planner printables, I was thinking, how can I sell them? How can I promote them? But what's more important is me, my self-care, my well-being, what works for me. So it's the same way if you're thinking, it's like, well, I bought an expensive planner. I've got, now I'm going to have pages that are going to be blank if I use a different planner. Like I said, go grab yourself some paper clips and clip those empty pages together, and you'll never know. Or go back and use them to write down some, Bible quotes and Bible scripts, or put recipes in there. So don't think that it's, that you have to be stuck in the planners that you use. This is a great way for you to go and create some newness in your planner. So then I'll put some post-it notes. And then this is where, this was September last week. I went, oh, I need a place to write down and be able to see visually on one page all the things that's happening for the week. And then I went, oh, yeah, the Hobonichi weeks with the horizontal days of the week like this. And so I did that. Some more little empty space here. So then I just did another notes type doodle. And then things to look into this week. So then I went, okay, there were a few tasks that I didn't get to do on the pages. So what you can do is, instead of rewriting it, grab yourself, this is that. So have a look. Coco Fusen card. So little post-it tabs you can peel off, and then just here. So then that way, when your book is closed, you could go, oh, what's that? What's that little sticky note about? Okay, let's have a look. What else? Another little flip. There's that week. Write down, if there's you have a few more things to do for a particular project, you can write them all down there. And then this one, to make this course market research. So I've got to do a research. So to make it stand out on the page, I created that little notebook form. So let me show you how I did that. Let's grab this colored marker. So then just highlight every second row, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I want to be on screen. All right. And this is what I found, the beauty of having a blank planner. Sometimes, what's going to happen? I'm going to be reignited, and then I'm going to miss my planner pages from the, all the different weeks that I've used. And then I'm going to go back. And yes, it is going to be a little bit all over the place. But is it better to be all over the place or not touch your planner at all? You have to find out what is working and what is not working for you, and you set the rules. You set the tone, okay? And then let's grab a different. So all these pens that I've used, I'll pop them on in the description once we finish. Again, this line page does have it is a grid. The up and down lines is faint, more faint than the lines that go over. And so see how you go. Then now I can maybe put here, let's have a look. Today's task, today's tasks. Okay, and then I can just write down And then, as you can see, as I flip through, each spread is different because whatever's feeling like for the day. Um, and then here I needed to her, so I did two separate notes like page. There's the workout stamp there, and then I added a search my sticker booklets and look for some stuff to pop in there. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I used the stamps. Is that when I started using that bunting stamp? Yes. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Here there's a blank page, so I'm going to probably go and create some notes there, like a little, see. And then if I wanted to go back and use this page, maybe I'm going to use write a little passage for myself, or write down, I can have this as my little gratitude log or my victory log, right? So she's a stamp also, so a BGM stamp for meditation with, or I think this one. So I'm a little bit all over the place today, but guess what? It's fun. This is the fun and the beauty, and this is yes, although it is part of my content creation, but for me, this is why I started my Instagram and my YouTube. It's just it's my way of being creative, and as you can see, that line isn't straight. It doesn't matter. It looks like it's just part of the fun. Let me do a little. There we go. So it looks like a notebook. So now look at that. That little column there was once empty, and now it looks pretty. And so, all right, okay, here's the other thing that I've done. Okay, so this is similar to the running to-do list. Okay, so but this one is for my content creation, what to post, because I'm always trying to figure out what is it that I have to try and do. So if you have anything that you do on a regular basis that you want to write down, that's not your tasks and to-dos, you can create a running to-do list or a checklist like this. So then if it's so today is the 16th, and then these are the things I've got to do for my Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and then I also have another layout you can do, is you can do the vertical, no, the horizontal, and make it vertical. So again, divided the page into 7 columns, and then Saturday, see, I just started Saturday. You don't have to start on a Monday or wait until a new week starts. That's the beauty again of having a blank page, because yes, it reignites your interest in your planning routine. You go, oh, where can I put that? Okay, so then I just started a page, and then for me to go back to that, I will just go and grab a sticky note flag. Let's have this blue one, so then I can find it easier. Is that the way? Yep, that's the sticky bit. Okay, so then when that sticks out, I could go, oh, yes, that's that page there. And then this is the new week. Okay, there we go. Spread. Let's have a look at the chat. Victoria says, yes, May. I love stickers. I read that one. Sounds fun. Oh, Moru, please let us know what that is in English. I'll copy that and put it into Google Translate. I hope it's nothing rude. Victoria says your penmanship is immaculate. No, actually, see, this is our self-doubt and our perfectionism, or my perfectionism. I'd be going, oh, that's a messy writing, but I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Victoria. My writing is always bigger than what I'd like. Any advice on how to write smaller and neater? I don't know if that makes sense. Just practice. So this one that you saw, it's actually just your normal 5mm lines. Okay, so just again, I think this is a $4 or $3.50 Australian dollars notebook. Okay, so there's my stencils. I found my stencils. I mean, these ones are bigger, but you can buy the little stencils. with that numbers and alphabet. You can buy smaller ones. So every time I'm at the stationery store, I just have a look, go up and down the aisle and see if there's anything there that I might use. I don't use it often, but it's nice to have. It's retail therapy. So with regards to writing down, so first of all, for the smaller, make sure it's smaller nib, so then it doesn't get too thick, because then if it's a thicker zero point 0.5 or a zero point 0.7, when you start small, the letters, the lines and the curves of each letters and numbers are too close, and so that's hard to read. So try and get zero point 0.3 or zero point 0.4 nibs. And now some nibs are not all made the same, so this zero point 0.5, let me have a look. This zero point 0.5 Pentel Energel one, okay, as you can see, it's quite a thin line versus maybe this 0.5 Uni Signo. It's a little bit thicker. And so, yeah, it's just, look, I have many pens. And again, not only is it the nib, it's the barrel as well. So I write differently with different barrels. So I have Muji, I have Pentel, I have Pilot, I have, oh, who knows what else is there. I have Sarasa. So sometimes the weight of the pen, the smoothness of the pen, the barrel itself, the nib itself, all affects your handwriting. So there are certain pens that I love to use when I want to be neat, and and the way it writes on paper as well is so important. So that in itself is a project to find a good pen. So do it that way. Thank you, Lauren. Lauren thinks it looks cute. All right. So then that's how I have set up my what do you call it, my spread in just a plain notebook. And then the other reason that you may want to go and change things up is it helps you stay on track with your routines. So if you're not touching the current planner setup you have, and you're of course falling behind, you're feeling overwhelmed, change things up, because it's important that as soon as you have a couple of pages that it's looking empty, or as you saw with my mood logging, I didn't do it. Look, this was my September 9th to the 5th, so I didn't plan in it. And then I was feeling overwhelmed. And so when you're feeling overwhelmed is when you should be writing things down. And so you have to figure a certain, what is it that's making you not use it? Is it you haven't taken the breaks that you should be taking as well? You haven't been planning your self-care in your planner. So really important. This is a really good way for you to keep track of your routine. So I always like to leave a little room to just, maybe on here I might leave that page as a gratitude or a mood log, or see how you go. What is it that, so don't be confined by what you think what should be in your planner. Plan what it is that you need, not what the pages tell you to do. All right, so really important to do that. Okay, so change things up from time to time. If you're feeling like you're out of whack, you're not using your planner, and make your layouts so then it is pretty, it's igniting that joy again in planning, rather than, oh my goodness, I have to go and plan the new week. As soon as you feel like it's a chore, do something else. Maybe just write on post-it notes or write on one piece of paper. So let me know who else likes setting weekly goals. So I'm going to write my goals on there. Like, say, the workout, as you saw, I want to, I put it on there, and I put 5 times in the week. And so let me know who else loves setting out weekly goals. So that's pretty much, as you saw, the week. Okay, my running to-do list. If you want to create some other checklist, create a new setup, create a new layout. So really, really good. So then now, of course, if you did enjoy this live stream, make sure you do hit that like button. And, if you haven't yet subscribed, I see some lovely new names and new faces in the chat today. And of course, if you are watching on replay, make sure you say hello in the comment section. So let me know, are you feeling like you're stuck in a rut? Go back, watch this video, and just have a look at some of the reasons why you may want to change things up, because you may want to avoid burning out. It helps keep things fresh. It also reignites your interest back in your planning routine, and it helps you stay on track. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you again next time. Bye.